Hi guys, my name is Morgan. For those of you who have followed me from my Instagram onto YouTube, thank you. It means a lot to me because I'm antisocial. So I am a photographer and a writer. I am in college full time, and I also work as a busser at a cute little shop or a cute little restaurant called Old Savannah. Um, And originally, I was gonna start this account off with like a really heavy piece, because right now I'm going through a lot of shit. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm going through a lot. Um, I was gonna start it off with one piece that's like super heavy and like it's really close to home, but I feel like if I read it right now, I might cry. Um, so for those of you who have followed me, you don't have to hear it for the like 50,000th time, because that's usually the piece I always start with. I'm gonna start with one called Boxes versus Wires, and it's based on a conversation I had with my brother. And my sister and I were actually, my brother's older than me, and my little sister and I were talking, and this subject came up again, and it was interesting because, like, I've always wanted to be the middleman to, like, relay information to my family, like traditions and shit, and I got to be that for once. And so I told her his theory and how I interpreted it. And so this is that piece. Okay. Boxes versus wires. I'm gonna stutter. I'm dyslexic. I'm sorry. Talking is an art. It's an art in the way you pick your mind for the right adjective to describe some noun, like you pick the correct paintbrush to create the perfect stroke on a blank canvas. Talking is an art in how your lips curl with each syllable, and you watch yourself in the mirror carefully, as though any sudden movements will scare your reflection away. Talking is a one-way path from your thoughts to your mouth, with little time to filter your words of poor choice. And some people are just faster at thinking before speaking, but maybe it has little to do with the physical sense of talking and more about the mental state of mind. One day I was talking to my brother, and he told me that men's minds are like boxes, and when they start a conversation, they talk about one subject, and then they're done. They put it away neatly in the box. On the rare occasion they wanted to change subjects or continue a conversation, the next box would be taken out and gone through, neatly. However, my brother continued to say, a woman's mind is a tangled ball of wires, because one moment they're talking about how their day was, and then something about your daughter got a new job, and how's dad? Is he out of the hospital yet? Can we carpool to the choir concert? Ironically, my piece is fluid like gender fluid, but not really. But talking is an art. Talking is an art, because even when I feel feminine, I still try to have organized boxes. But I know when one conversation begins, but I never know when one conversation begins and when it ends. So maybe my mind is a ball of wires. But talking is an art, because sometimes the things I'm thinking aren't meant to be said out loud, and talking is hard because I have writer's block. And my anxiety absorbs any effort to express what I've been thinking or feeling, like a paintbrush absorbs paint, but it can't release it on a blank canvas. Sometimes there is nothing to paint. There's no adjective for the nouns. Talking is an art because nothing has to be said. Okay, so, yeah, because this is my first video, I feel like I'm gonna read one more. I didn't think this through, though, so now I'm just like, what piece do I read? Let me just flip through my handy-dandy notebook that's full of really twisted and demented thoughts. I'm sorry. Okay, this is cute. This isn't about anybody in particular. It was just a brainstorm. Okay. A crush is simple and nothing more. It's judging someone on appearance and passing conversation, then lusting after them. However, if I let that crush engulf me and consume me, this is what I'm talking about. However, let me just start over. I'm sorry, guys. You're probably bored. You can stop watching. A crush is simple and nothing more. It's judging someone on appearance and passing conversation, then lusting after them. However, if I let this crush engulf me and consume my every thought, is it still a crush? I used to imagine what it would be like to walk with him, his arm draped across my shoulders. What it would be like to see his eyes up close and a passionate embrace. When roses are red and violets are violet, I thought it'd never be true. Just like roses bleed red, my heart beats faster only near him. He's in my hands, my arms locked with his. I no longer wonder what it would be like to feel him lay me down carefully, still admiring my every flaw. He treats me like royalty, though I am a slave to his heart. I'm no god, but he's the heaven to my earth. In his arms I feel the safest, away from all the doubt and hatred. He's an angel in disguise, at least in my eyes. If this is a crush, what is love? I haven't read that in, ever. Okay. Anyways, so stay tuned. I'm gonna post more. I'm gonna post, hopefully once a week. Follow me on Instagram, Morgie the Moose. I would give you my Finsta, but I don't trust people. So, I also have, you can follow me on Snapchat, I guess, if you're really, no, don't do that. Actually, I don't want you there. So just keep to my Instagram. I will also attach my photography website in case anybody actually cares. So this has been long enough and dreary enough. Have a wonderful whatever it is. Bye-bye!